What's up, you guys? Wow, it's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm here, I'm back. I've got a lot of new things to share for the people that have maybe been wondering. And I wanna let you guys know what I've been up to and the future of this content, this channel, and where it's gonna be going. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ishi, and on this channel I started this to talk about something which is very near and dear to my heart, and that is the art of performance through fashion. I love luxury fashion, specifically men's luxury fashion, because that is what I purchase. So if you like that, then stick around, maybe watch some of my past videos to get an idea of what this is about. But yeah, let's jump into it. Life update, let's do this. So let's start off with number one. I don't live in Honolulu anymore, actually. I live in San Diego now. I moved from Honolulu last year in October. I left, went to San Francisco for the holidays to be with my family, went to Tokyo New Year's Eve, so I landed in Japan at like 11 p.m. December 31st, and I spent New Year's Eve in Tokyo. So I rang in the new year in Japan, which I feel like was very symbolic. Going to Japan has been something I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid, so that was definitely a huge milestone accomplishment in my life, and that has to do also with my return to YouTube. So here I am now. I live in beautiful sunny San Diego. I feel like I love Hawaii, and that's why I always keep going back. But as someone who is young and full of creativity and wants and loves to really express themselves through the things that they choose to wear, I just felt like I was so limited in Honolulu. You know, it's like 85 degrees and humid, and all you can really do is wear like a tank top and shorts. And if you really want to put up with the heat, it's like fine, but there isn't this exchange of ideas that goes on in big cities, you know, where it's like there's a lot more fashion happening amongst everyone. Like in Honolulu, it's really just like, well, maybe some of the Asian tourists might be wearing like their vacation wear, you know, but it's like aside from that, the day-to-day life isn't filled with a lot of inspiring fashion. And so that's why I kind of just needed to get out of that. And again, going to Tokyo was just like, wow, like it really reminded me how much I love the big city. And so I feel like San Diego is a great mixture of this laid backness that I really loved in Hawaii and this sort of big cityness, because let me show you guys my view really quick. I just moved here, so I really don't have like a lot of furniture, which is why I'm sitting on the floor right now. But let me show you guys. Oh my god, my view. Can you see that? Well, there's a building there, so yeah, I have the most amazing view. If you want an apartment tour, comment below. Hold on. And my camera is situated on a tripod of pillows and video games, because I threw that away. I've been traveling too much. Every time I go somewhere, I like just take my whole life with me. I have 2 check bags, my guitar, another personal bag, my beautiful nephew and son,
Hello.
George and Charlie, the mascots of this channel. And traveling with little boys is too difficult. So I signed an apartment here. I'm going to be here in San Diego for the next year. And I am very excited for this next chapter of my life. So let's get into why I even took a break in the first place. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't know if I was like the right person for this. I didn't know if I was truly creating something that was like meaningful for other people, because you don't understand, like for anyone that just watches YouTube and has never actually done it, it truly is a labor of love. Like you don't get anything from it, you know, like contrary to what some people might believe, I really don't get anything out of taking the time to film and edit a video just to show people how much money I spent on clothes. You know, that was never the point of this, and somewhere along the line I really was just asking myself, like, am I actually doing what I set out to by creating this community for people to have fun with clothes and also to destigmatize a lot of the negativity around purchasing luxury? And then the other thing was, for people, I started taking these private breaking lessons when I was in Hawaii. But while doing that, you know, I really wanted to integrate my clothing, obviously my fashion sense with the dance, but I didn't want to wear the things that I had spent a lot of money on. And that sort of made me pivot into buying more pre-loved things. And as I started to dabble more in pre-love, I just wasn't sure that that was something that people wanted to see, because I felt like people want to know, like, what's new, what's coming out, should they buy this new product, you know? Because those are also the videos that I've done that have performed the best, you know, my review on current season products and how I feel about them. And that just wasn't my buying thesis anymore, and so I felt like I needed to step back and maybe let someone else who's able to do that come in and provide you all with that information. So all that being said, well, why am I coming back? I've been here in San Diego. I've actually been looking for a part-time job, and I have had to hear a lot of no's. I've had to face a lot of rejection and implement a lot of feedback into my job hunt process. And I think that's made me somebody that's a lot more able to take feedback in all areas of my life, including YouTube. You know, when you first start, you don't really realize how accessible you are to complete strangers who know nothing about you, that will say the most random things that you could imagine. And I don't really think that there's anything that can really prepare you for that sort of vulnerability and open access. But, you know, I had recently watched this table talk with women in comedy, and I remember one of them saying that you exist on this screen in the most personal moments of the people on the other end. And so there are some of you right now that might be like ass naked in your bed, and my face is right there in your bedroom, and that's such an odd thing, you know, or like you're like on the toilet right now taking a dump watching me, like I am existing in one of your most personal moments. And I think that is something that never crossed my mind, but I now find so much like honor in. And you know, because you're inviting me into those moments, I really want to provide something meaningful. And then the other reason why I'm coming back is, now when I went to Tokyo, I kind of already knew this, but I really wasn't sure what to expect. But you know, I had been kind of falling out of love with luxury for a little bit. I just felt like every time we went in, it was just the same old stuff. Every like season after season, and I was just so uninspired by it, especially because I had been, you know, doing a lot of my purchasing online, buying pre-loved stuff that I wasn't able to buy 2 or 3 years ago, and now I see it and it's such a great price, and it's like I'd rather have that than this like other thing that is like so basic, but because it's new season there's like this premium put on it. When I went to Japan, I've got to tell you, they have some of the most amazing selection of secondhand luxury items. Things that you would never see in the store because they were already bought on pre-order by VIC. And so they don't even hit the floor because the top of the top customers are already buying it all up. And so there are just these like essentially museums of $5,000, $10,000 jackets, things that like I've never seen before, literally only like on the runway, you know, I've never seen it in a store before, and to see it and touch it was so inspiring to me, so much more magical than I felt in a long time going to the actual luxury stores with the new season stuff. And that I think really made me feel so much more secure in how I was buying luxury. And I knew from that moment that there was a market because I am that market, you know? I am so in love with the history of luxury and not just the what's coming out next season, you know? And I think that there's a lot of other people like that too. And so if I can share my excitement over this, then there must be a tribe out there that also has excitement over that. And that's not to say that I'm not planning on ever buying new season ever again, but it's just there's a whole like decades, thousands and thousands of pieces that it's like you got one chance to buy that. And you want that, or do you want the other thing that there's like 30 of in just one boutique? You know, it's like I'm gonna go with the other thing because if I don't get it now, I might never get it again. And there are some things like that that I've added to my collection since I've taken this break, and I can't wait to share those pieces with you guys because they really excite me. Alright, so what's the point of this, right? What was the point of this video? Yeah, I left Honolulu, I went to Tokyo, now I'm here in San Diego, I got a job, I'm telling you all of this, and what's the point of it? Well, I want to let you know that I actually have been thinking about coming back to YouTube for a while, and I am officially going to start that journey, but I'm gonna do it differently this time. I literally have the next 3-4 weeks of content planned out. What days I'm filming, what times I'm filming, what days I'm editing, which videos I'm editing. I want to take it really seriously, and not for me, but take it seriously so that the people on here that enjoyed the content don't see me disappear and wonder what happened, you know? Don't ask me, when are you gonna make a video again? I don't want to let other people down, and that's the whole point of this, is now that I'm coming back to YouTube, it isn't about how can I monetize this, how can I, you know, get the most out of this. It's really, I'm coming back to this, and my whole mantra that I'm going into with this and with everything in my life currently is how can I take this situation and give as much to it as I can and provide as much as I can. And so that's why I'm doing this, because now I'm not doing it for me, I am truly doing it for you. So that being said, here is my preview video. I am not going to be talking about much else here. That'll come. I'm going to start probably uploading regularly the month of July. So 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's the schedule that I have set up for myself. We'll see how long I can keep up with it, but I'm really going to do my best. And if you have any ideas for topics about men's luxury fashion that you want to see, then definitely please drop that in the comment section below, and I'll do it. Like, if you want it, I'll do it. I'll do anything. So for those of you that watched to the end and are really interested in keeping up with me, thank you. I do this for you, and I really, really, genuinely, honestly appreciate you. And it feels so good to be sitting here talking with you again, and to be in your personal space with you right now. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.